So we established the fact that where SOC came from, or what led to the advent of SOC. We saw the job shortage and the skill shortage which has been happening. We also looked through the domain of SOC, how it evolved. We also established the fact that it is one of the lowest hanging fruits in the area of cybersecurity currently. We also looked vividly at some of the things that are found in the industries. Things like systems team, the server team, these guys, they provision systems, they provision uh, applications. When your company gets applications for work, they are the ones to install the utilities that are meant to be used in those systems. So that's their job, the systems team or server team. Okay, I want to cite this example. Uh, for example, in your mom's company, are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So during the time when we were doing some job for your mom, when people come to buy um, their Android phones, when Android phones came out new, so we had to configure the phones to make sure they had internet. We had to install Chrome, install Opera Mini, and configure their networks, GPRS, configure all those stuff. So those were the jobs of the systems teams or the server team. Do you relate to what I can say?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we also have the network teams. These guys they ensure that the networks are in order. Endpoint security team they take care of the security. We also have the network security team. Now in established companies, some of these job roles come distinctly away from each other. Why some companies, due to funding or current situation, they tend to join so many job roles together. So we also saw the InfoSec security team, which we looked at GRC. What is GRC? What does it stand for?
GRUC.
Yes, governance, risk, and compliance. Don't forget about it. Look at it here. Did you take a look at these documents during after
No,
your class?
this particular class, I haven't gone through it because of my exams. But I plan on going through it like
Okay, I
maybe
remember you told me you had
yes,
exams. Yeah, that's true.
yes.
Okay,
Tomorrow at least
so
I'll look at it.
is all right, and that is one of the reasons why I'm still doing the revision now before we go into the next class. So GRC is under InfoSec security team, also part of a sector in cybersecurity. So this stands for governance, risk, and compliance. So what these guys do generally, they conduct regular audits, they draft security policies, they conduct user awareness training, and regulatory compliance stuff, all those stuff. So that's what they do in this particular aspect. So someone who has probably worked in the bank or insurance company or all these companies that has to do with auditing stuff. Uh, so someone who has previously worked in or has those skills that wants to be in cybersecurity could just relax in this segment in this sector. Wouldn't bother him or herself with the coding, hacking, all the stuff. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we also looked at vulnerability testing. Okay, as we said that these guys, their job is to like scanners. They scan the systems and they ensure that there are no threats of malicious
Vulnerabilities.
substance. Yes, vulnerability. Once they find it, they patch it up. They patch it up. So the process of fixing what they found even when the system is currently on, is called patching. They patch it up. Patch it up. So the identity and access management team, these guys are in charge of the user accounts, password resets, and granting access. So anything that has to do with I want to create an account, or I forgot my password, I want to reset it, or uh, granting you access in and through your account. So that's the job. That's what they do. Identity and access management team. So they create and manage identities and access rights of people, employees, or customers. Then we found also the Security Operations Center team. Like I said, it is a part of a team in a company. So they are parts, all of them join their hands together to make sure that the company is going. So in the Security Operations Center team, their job roles are very distinct. They monitor, they detect, they investigate, and they respond to cyber threats. By the time you're done with your training and you decide, okay, I think I want to find a job along the security operations, then you might have to enroll to the advanced program that is coming up soon, which is purely on security operations center. And what you're going to be doing in that training will be this job role. So it's like someone training you on a particular um, task to be done, just like the banks do. So when the bank takes you in for a job, they train you specifically on that job role, what you're going to be doing. So that is what we're doing. We're going to be doing in Security Operations Center boot camp, which is an advanced one. So we looked at SIEM. Can you remember what a SIEM is? What is the full meaning of SIEM? 5,000 going, done.
Subject matter expert.
I didn't mean
I get it.
the SME. I said same. Ah, that's nice too. You got the SME, subject matter expert. That's nice.
Expert, yes. I remember that
Yeah,
one.
SIM is security information and events management. So we also have the SOA and also have the threat intelligence and analysis too. Um, so we looked at the full evolution of SOC, and we brought to the idea that Stuxnet was the first cybersecurity weapon which was designed to perform one task, which was to bring down Iran's nuclear power plant, which I believe I don't know whether they succeeded. I didn't bother to go deep about that information. So it's out there. So we saw some major companies who took heavy losses by through cyber attack in the past, and we looked at the scenario of the safety of everyone. We also went ahead to look at the state of the security systems before Security Operations Center came into um, play. Explain this slide from what we explained last time
Okay.
and what you understood.
Okay. The 205 was how many days it took the company to detect the attack. Then the 80 days was the attack. That's the sign. There were signs for like 80 days before that the attack would happen. Then the 7% was like it was other people that had to come and maybe like complain or come and like tell the company that COC something is wrong with
Yeah,
the site or the website.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
So we figured out that it took a whole lot of time, 205
yes.
days to be precise, for companies to detect an attack. And we also looked at the fact that 80 days before that attack happened, there were indications, there were signs that this attack was going to happen. Then, when it eventually happened, more than 50%, which is 67% of the time, the company does not even detect it. It is outsiders that detects the attack. So we looked at it on a calendar frame to see the extent of the, uh, the thing that has happened, which is not nice. So we looked at the root cause and said, okay, the root cause of all these things is lack of visibility because nobody was watching. So I think all these things were able to be happening because nobody was watching. And it gave birth to the need for us to do security monitoring, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So because nobody was watching, all these things were happening. Now the industry decided, okay, let us uh, start watching the system. Let us start watching the CCTV camera for us to know what is happening. What is happening. Yes, they say that okay, this person, there's always a robbery in this street. There's always a robbery in this street. How come it's always happening? So they now decided to set up monitoring tools, decided to set up the webcams to monitor for such activities. You understand where we are here, how we got here, right? The need for security monitoring.
Yes. Yes. This is the
Then,
log.
yeah, the next question became, what are we going to be monitoring? Just like in the case
Yeah.
of when you put a webcam, what are you going to be monitoring? You're going to be monitoring the webcam. You're going to be looking at the screen to know, to monitor activities of people, the people that are coming in and going out. Okay, just like that. But in this aspect, in Security Operations Center, we are monitoring the logs. Instead of looking at watching people going and coming in the webcam, this time around we are watching what is happening inside the devices of people. So the logs that are being kept in their system is what we are watching. And these logs come from system servers, their security solutions, their network devices. By network devices, we say probably their Wi-Fi, their router, every device that is plugged in. So now we also encounter the second challenge, which we found to be a very funny one. One, the logs that we are meant to be monitoring, they are not quite easy to read, except for some people who have what's it called, extended knowledge on how to interpret these logs. But even at that, we also found out that they come in huge volume, 25 million logs or more coming in a day, making it close to 300 logs per second. That is extremely too hard for a human being to cope with. So we it posed as a new challenge. Now I think it was at this juncture that we dived into a little practical where we found and tested out the, how do they put it? We tested out the stance of this young guy on the device, what how he stood on the internet. I think we made use of, which tool did we make use to search out this guy?
Uh, vi- you mean is it virus threat uh, virus
Virus
threat
Total.
total or something like that?
Virus Total.
Yeah, virus total. Virus total.
Yeah, we
Yes.
used Virus Total to check out that IP address. Yeah, that was an IP address, 111.111.111.111. Some IP address come in different forms. For example, if I check my laptop, my Windows IP address now, which I'm going to do here in your phone, so you're going to see how it's going to come out. I'm going to use IP config, IPCONFIG. Enter is going to give me my IP address, IP version 4. IP4 means Internet Protocol version 4 address is 10.20.22.211, and that is my address. That is my IP address. Okay, so if I search this IP address 10.220.222.211 on Virus Total, um, I'm expecting it to come out clean. If it comes out red, I'll be shocked because I've
That's a
not
problem.
been, yeah, because I've not been into any fraudulent activity. So why will it come out looking fraudulent? So
Yeah.
the IP address is 10.220.222.211 and such, and we're expected to see a green screen. Yeah, you see, it's clean, right?
Yeah. Clean,
Yeah,
yes.
very clean. So if we search for that dude that we saw his details on that log 111.111.111.111, we are going to see a different kind of screen. See, we have some issues that has been raised up on his trail. So we looked at these and see, this gives even more information. You see, he's from Japan. You could see his
Yes.
company, his country logo under here. There's a lot of information you could get from here. If you go to details, you go to details, details brings out more information. Most times, under the details, you can even see the internet service provider of the person, where the person is coming from, the email, a lot of things. Okay. So, and we said that this kind of tool, this virus total works almost like a threat intelligence platform. Okay. And we said that threat intelligence platform. That reminds me, your AI assistant, have you been able to engage it?
Yes, yes. I'm engaging it.
Interesting. So, how was it?
It's good, very good. It gave me like a small note from the first class till this one.
Okay. Yes. So,
Yes.
were you able to upload, make any content based on that? Because I need you to be posting on your platform. Because what we are doing is not a joke. You're expected to be out there in the industry so that the people who gives job will actually know you are there. There are millions of people out there who are going to be learning what you're learning, who are going to be looking for that same job you want to look at for. And one of the best ways to give yourself an edge is to be out there. So I believe you have a LinkedIn account, right?
LinkedIn, yes, yes, yes.
Good. So let's take for example, send me. I don't know how fast you can do this, but uh, if you can be fast, share with me the link of your
My
um,
LinkedIn.
your chat GPT link. I don't know whether I sent it, I shared it with you on the last class. Let me see how I shared it with you. No, I didn't share it with you on the last class. If you can be fast enough to share it with me so that I can open it and then what I wanted to show you. But don't worry, let's get a new one open so we could just look at it. Now, I'm going to look for a topic that has to do with what we're doing. Then I'll do a little practical. So, okay, network port explanations. I'm opening. I had a recent research on network port explanation. So I want to show you how all these things are going to be chained up towards your success in the industry. Come on, come on, come on, come on, open up. Have a lot of things. So, uh, this discussion here is all about network and just computer networks. It is, you get me?
Yes, sir.
So now I need you to watch carefully what I'm going to do. So let's assume that this is everything I've done within this week, okay?
Yes, sir.
And I want to push out a content on LinkedIn. I will say, hey, uh, draft me a precise I hope that's spelling precise um, profile. It's not profile. How do I put it? Content update for my LinkedIn, showcasing what I have learned recently. tag HRMs who might be needing my services in the future. HRs, that should be, okay, I will use HR, that's human resource management. So, can you read what I typed, what I have here?
Hey, draft me a precise content update for my LinkedIn showcasing what I have learned recently. Tag HR who might be needing my services in the future.
Okay, good. So, once we send it, it's going to give us a short um, a short content relating with what we've learned, what I've learned within the week, and it's going to be concise enough for me to post, and it's going to be engaging enough for me to post on my LinkedIn. By the time you are done with your training and your bootcamp, if an employer looks at your LinkedIn for the past 1 month, he's going to see consistency in a particular area of interest. I don't know whether you understand where I'm going to.
Yeah, I understand, sir.
So I've sent it. Let's see what it
Like
comes.
your
Go ahead.
okay, I said like now if you're like focusing mainly on the SOC, like to like show like you're very very good or you're very
Yeah,
very
yes, it's gonna
very
keep track. Yeah, it's gonna keep track of your learning process, so that the people that are in the industry will say, okay, this young man is learning cybersecurity. Okay, from his post and his status and his profile, we could see that he's making progress from where he started to where he is. Then someone could say, "Hmm, I'm looking for an intern under this job role which falls under your experience or skill. Could you or do you mind working with us?" That is how people get a job in the industry, by putting themselves out there. So it says, got it. Let's draft something short, professional, and appealing to HRs through recruiters. Are you seeing that?
yes sir.
Yeah. Since you are progressing strongly in cybersecurity, your update should, number one, highlight your new skill and tools so that recruiters can see the keywords. Number two, it should also show what?
Your hands-on.
Yes, your hands-on, meaning your lab experiences, not just the theory. See why our program has practicals and hands-ons embedded into it, not just read and read and read and
Not
read.
just
You have to do something with your hands, because that's where the magic happens. What can you do with your hands? So here is a precise LinkedIn post. Yeah. So it says, this is the post. It even gave us tags at the end of the post when you did tag. It says, it gave us an icon, learning updates, cybersecurity journey. Over the past few weeks, I have deepened my skills in network and system security using Kali Linux in a controlled home lab. Some of the key areas I explored include network discovery and host enumeration, ports and services scanning, web application testing, blah, 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 blah. This hands-on practice is strengthening my ability to identify vulnerabilities, analyze risk, and recommend security improvements. Skills that are critical for roles in SOC operations, penetration testings, and cybersecurity analysis. I am excited to continue building on these skills and open to connecting with HR professionals, recruiters, and hiring managers who may be looking for what?
passionate cybersecurity talent in the near future.
Confirm. Good. So they now gave us tags, how to tag and get the people the attentions they need. So when I copy this entire post and go to my LinkedIn copy, uh, and go to my LinkedIn and I post it. Uh, am I signed in here on LinkedIn? Let me check. Hmm. When you sign in on your LinkedIn and post it, it will, when somebody goes through your channel or your post, the person will be able to relate to what you're selling. Okay. I think I have an account here. Let me check my profile, what I have been up to for the last probably 1 year. Let's see my few posts, what they are already, what they are saying. So someone comes to my post and is trying to know, hey, what is Mr. Brian? What does he do? He reads here. First of all, you see the tag. I have cybersecurity. What? What does my tag say? Can you see it? Are you there?
Sir, at each one. Yeah, hello, hello. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you now. I was
Okay, now I
thinking
can see it
you're
now.
gonna. So you see my
Okay, so
tag?
no, cybersecurity support tech.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when you scroll down and check my posts, these are show all posts. We're going to see what I've been up to. I think I have two accounts. This is the okay. This one was last posted 7 months ago, which is not cool. I've not been using this particular LinkedIn. It's my backup LinkedIn. But 7 months ago, it still
Okay.
has some cybersecurity posts that I made. You see, 9 months ago,
Yes, sir.
9 months ago. So at least somebody could say, okay, this guy is in cybersecurity for it. You understand? So it doesn't make sense that someone comes to your post
Yes,
and
sir.
is seeing post about food, post about makeup, post about dancing, post about this. It doesn't show seriousness to the recruiters. It doesn't. I hope you get what I mean, right? So
Yes,
now
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna show you my current or my first most current LinkedIn uh, page, so you see what it's all about. When I go to my profile, let's check my profile. See the tag? What is the tag? Are you there? Mm. Hello? Are you there or have you left?
Hello, sir. I can hear you, sir. Hello,
Yes.
sir.
Can you see the
Yeah, I
tag
can hear you,
here?
sir.
Yes. Can you see the tag? What does it read? Your hands are up. Go ahead. You want to ask question?
No,
Is
wait, the screen is not visible.
my screen is not visible? I think it's your network because I can see my screen on the all other
Your,
side of. Can you see it now?
your, your screen is not yet visible.
Your network is
Like,
dragging. That is why. I'm
yes,
going to
sir.
wait for you a little while so that you
Your
can
screen
catch
is
up.
not visible. Yes, yes. I can see it now.
Yes.
Okay, can you
I can hear you now.
hear me now, sir?
Yes, I can see you. I can hear you too. Can you see what the tag says?
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, sir. SOC analyst, at each one.
Okay. So let's look at my post where I show all posts. So we're going to say the last time I made a post on my LinkedIn. When was the last time I made a post on this LinkedIn?
Sir, wait. Uh, wait, sir. I can't wait. Network is stop now. I can't see your screen.
Yeah, I'm waiting. If you're ready, let me know.
Okay, sir. Okay, I can see it now.
So when was the last time I made a post here?
Uh, 3 days ago.
Fantastic. See? So I uploaded a success, a progress story of what I was working on. You see?
Yes, sir.
Good. I think someone even commented. Okay, I commented. Someone else. This drew some people to my profile actually. Some people came to my DM directly. Some potential employers, they came to my DM. We were discussing stuff. So the next one was 6 days ago. The other one was 1 week, 3 weeks, 1 month. So when someone comes to my profile, the person will know that, oh, this guy is in this industry. Hope you get the gist.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Good.
sir.
So uh, it is one of this. This is the second thing that your ChatGPT AIS assistant is going to help you to do. It's going to help you to create a fantastic journey, learning journey, and skills journey in this bootcamp. So the statement is this. You're gonna I don't know how you're gonna. I'm gonna send it to the chatting screen of this call so that if you want you can copy it directly and send it to ChatGPT.
Okay, sir.
I've sent it. So are we good to go?
Uh, sir, okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, so we saw all those challenges that led us into bringing a solution called SIEM. And we say that SIEM is security information and event management. Okay. And we found out that, okay, this SIEM, what it does is it takes all the logs from all these devices and it passes, those logs are passed through the SIEM tool. Then the SIEM tool brings up suspicious activities that are happening so that we will be able to see them and okay, these are the things that are happening and these are the ones that are more serious for us to take action. So we had a recap, we saw the problem, we found the root cause, and also we found a solution for it. So we also looked at the enforcers, how the government or the industry standards help to enforce security alongside the things that people do, especially when it comes to data online. So we also looked at companies which are playing it big in the industry, at least from 2010 to 2011, and most of them are still very much relevant in the industry even till today. So, jumping over into the SOC and the security analyst role, he said that the team that make use of the same tool for security monitoring is called the SOC team, which is the Security Operations Center team. And someone who works in a SOC environment is called what?
A security analyst.
Yeah, security analyst, a SOC analyst.
Yes.
So yeah, you saw my job description tag now. What did you read? SOC analyst, right?
You read you're a SOC analyst.
Good. See it here. SOC analyst. So a person who works in the SOC is called a security analyst or a SOC analyst.
Yes.
So I work
SOC
in a SOC.
analyst. Yes.
So here is an illustration, doing some combinations and some matchings to explain more how the SOC works and the main importance of the SOC. So this looks like an ancient kingdom, okay, in the olden days.
Yes.
So the way it is built in such a way that towards the entrance of the country or of the community, there is this tower. You always see a tower and also see some things. Probably you see
People walk.
someone, a security person on top of the tower with either binoculars for watching or a bell. We can also recall these things in the movies that we watch. Those things are not just for movies. Some of them are very, very educational. So we could see the tower is always high. Why is it high?
To see, to have a better view
Good.
of area.
Yes. So their responsibilities are to monitor for possible attack that is coming from far, and they will alarm the army ahead. So the purpose is for early detection of possible enemy attack and also to reduce the impact or damages of the attack. So if a city or a kingdom is unlucky and their watchman sleeps off in the night, what do you think will happen?
Wahala. You attack them, man.
Yes,
You
before they
infiltrate
even know what is
the
happening, the enemies are inside
they have
the kingdom. But if he's awake and he sights them from far, what does he do?
he rings the bell or he alerts the other people, the other security members.
Yes, yes. That's exactly the job of a SOC analyst or the people who work in the SOC. That is what a SOC is all about. If we don't monitor, if we don't raise the alarm, things go wrong. Things go wrong, boy. So this is a an illustration to say, okay, those guys, they have the people who use the arrow, knife, dagger, their horses. Then also in cybersecurity, endpoint security guys, they use antivirus, host intrusion prevention system, host firewall, FIM, application control, EDR, and DLP. Then we also have those in this network security. They also use these tools also. The vulnerability assessment guys, they use scanners. Now, when it comes to SOC, they use the same tool. They use the SOA, they use the threat intelligence tools, and they use the threat hunting tool. And this the SOC team is likened to the WatchGuard guys. So they are the ones who explain what we can use to explain in tangent what the SOC analysts or the SOC people do. So they do what the job of the Watchtower guys does. Okay, so running down, we actually moved. I wanted to just do a preview and just revision on this SOC, but let me go through down it entirely. Since you said you've not been
No
able to do
problem.
it because of your exam, we might now, the class we were supposed to have today, now we might now move it to the next one. Like I
Okay,
told,
sir.
I was telling someone, say that in our program, time is something we have in abundance. We are not rushing. our program. We are not rushing to. It's not as though we are rushing you so that you finish up and next person come. No, we have time, and that is why we take our time to train and ensure that everybody gets what is being taught. It's not about to run and finish the program. We're about to understand what you're learning.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so we said that the SOC, they are the first line of cyber defense, and they are the eyes and the ears of the organization's security. And also, their job roles include monitoring, detecting, investigating, and responding to cyber threats. So, in some cases, this is what a SOC room looks like. It's full of screens, monitoring is going on, etc. So, during your SOC bootcamp program, if you are interested in SOC, when you come, you will have screens like this. You will see readings like this, and you'll be taught on how to read them, how to make meaning out of them, and how to work with them. So, what the SOC team does? What do they do? They monitor for alerts from the SIEM. Remember that the logs are being sent into the SIEM, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So from the SIEM, there is a screen that SOC analysts like you and I can watch to know what is happening. Then we can now read and make meaning out of it. So once we monitor for attacks or alerts, then we analyze those logs and attacks. If there is one of them that is bad, then we move it down to the next stage of cleansing. But if they are good, we push them down. We don't waste time on logs that are good. For example, when someone successfully logs into an account and it is not malicious, there's no need of going to investigate why did the person log in properly. But when there's a reason, for example, if let me give you this scenario. Um, Hope you're there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On Monday, why is my pen not writing? Okay, I'm writing with black.
Yeah.
Writing
Makes
with
it
black.
right.
Yeah, I've already chosen here.
Still, still black. It's
So
still black.
on Monday, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and okay, yeah, Friday. So um, you are watching this screen of a company, and on Monday, all the staff come and they log in on first attempt, all of them, sorry, on Monday. No mistake. Okay?
Yes, sir.
On Tuesday, perfect logins. Nobody made any mistake. On Wednesday, nobody made a mistake. They logged in normally. Then on Thursday, you saw incorrect. Where is it? This you saw incorrect password, incorrect password, incorrect password, incorrect password, incorrect password, incorrect password, then login. And all these things happen within 1 minute. What will you think happened?
There has been an error in the system, in the website.
Yeah, possibly, or also maybe someone tried to guess the password and somehow
Okay,
succeeded.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, the person gets the first one wrong, gets the second one wrong, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and on the seventh one, the person got it. You understand? So
Yes, sir.
this is not a normal behavior for the staff of this company. From their normal behavior, we see that on the first attempt, they always get their passwords. Then on this particular day, you now see wrong password, wrong password, wrong password, wrong password, wrong password, before now come and get it. then it will now warrant you to look very well to query what is happening on that particular system or desk. Now, if we are not watching, do you think we are going to find out that this thing happened?
No.
Good. So if I thought it was an enemy, the person must have guessed the password and come in, and now is inside the system to cause wahala. So when we check all these alerts and okay, successful ones, no problem. We don't waste our time on that. But the ones that look malicious, we will report it and say, come on, something is happening. Then, the whole hunting goes down until it's being figured out. So different roles in the SOC environment. In this particular section, we are looking at the people, the process, and the technology. The people, the process, and the technology. So in every field or industry, we have the people there, we have the processes that they follow, and also we have the technologies that accompany them. So in SOC, we have from the top, we have the SOC manager, we have level 3, SOC lead. We also have level 2, SOC analyst. Then we now have level 1, SOC analyst. Guess which of the roles I am in? Guess which level I am in?
Uh, Security analyst. That's the level 2.
The level 1 and level 2 is both of them are security analyst.
Okay, yeah. Security. You're a security analyst.
So which
That's
level do you think I am in? Am I in level 1 or level 2 or level 3 or the SOC manager?
you're the SOC manager.
He said I'm SOC manager. Who told that the SOC manager? Ah, okay. I'm in level 1.
Okay, level 1. Oh.
Yes. It takes years of experience and hard work and discipline to climb the ladder. So it's not about people answering names. I'm a SOC manager. I'm working in this, that. When you when the time for work comes, when you tell them, "Oh, yeah, do this thing," they'll start speaking Chinese.
Uh,
So it's not about the post. It's about how efficient are you in solving the problem. So I'm in level 1, even though I have experience in level 2. I assist level 2. I also assist the SOC lead. I also assist the SOC manager in performing some of their duties. Okay, so but officially I'm a level 1 SOC analyst, and people that are coming in, you people are going to be training to become a level 1 SOC analyst, and that is why I'm able to train incomers. Now you understand the flow, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm able to train them. So by the time our SOC lab is fully complete, then I can assume a role of a SOC manager, because SOC managers, we're going to see the role of SOC manager down here. So let's start with level 1 analyst and look at their job role. So what is the job role of level 1 analyst?
They are the red team specialist, and okay, okay.
Level 1 SOC analyst.
They are always on the this thing. They're always monitoring the system.
Yes.
Yeah, this thing. They also alert, maybe triggered. Okay, they are analysis of triggered alerts. That's if there's any error, like they give up, they give alerts that there has been an error in
Yes.
the system, or then they raise tickets for incidents. They also follow up with the incident team for remediation. Then okay, they do work with shift, like
Yes.
shift by shift. Then they assist the L2 and L3 in reporting.
Yeah. Now you understand what I mean by I also assist level 2 and level 3 and even the
L2
manager.
and L3. Yes.
So now these guys, the level 1 guys, their work is 247. Their eyes are on the screen. They are monitoring
Being
what
on
is
the
happening.
screen.
Yeah. So when you come into the industry, the companies Your manager will give you a playbook like, okay, look, this is how it is done. Follow this pattern. This is how it is done. You do it this way, you do it this way. Then you follow suit and keep on working. Then when you, as you're monitoring and if you come across anything that looks suspicious, you just write a report on it. That is what is called raising tickets. You write a report on it and say, on this time by 12 p.m., I saw something like this and it is from this person, it is going to this person, this person, this person. Just write a report on it. Then send that report to the incident response team while following them up, to ensure that it's being taken care of. Then also you do your shift handovers, etc. Then assist level 2 and level 3. So the level 2 guys, they do a more deep dive into those reports that you've already written. So their job is to take deep look into them and know whether what's it called, what you reported is true. Then if it is true, they will now draft it more. And also they assist the incident remediation team. They also assist level 1 guys in alert analysis. And these are level 2. These are level 2 guys. So level 1 and level 2, they almost do almost kind of work, but they have some little distinguishing features on their table. So they also maintain and improve standard operating procedures. This is SOP. When the top level officials in the company, they write the management. The management drafts SOPs. SOP stands for standard operating procedures.
Standard operating procedures.
Yes. So that's what it stands for. Standard operating. Every company has it. It means the standard way things are supposed to be run, or how things are supposed to go in a company. So as you're growing, you'll be hearing SOPs and processes. SOPs, SOPs. They call it SOPs, SOPs. So it stands for standard operating procedure. Now the SOC level 2 guys also they troubleshoot the same issues. For example, if there is a network failure or the SIEM is not working, they help to troubleshoot the system to know what is happening, why it's not responding. So the SOC lead, see, as a SOC lead, your job increases. So read it through.
Okay, the SOC lead, they do install, update, and upgrade the SIEM solution. They also onboard log sources and work on log source issues. They create and fine-tune content in the SIEM. Correlation rules, for example, correlation rules, dashboard, report, and list. They interact with SIEM vendors, TAC, that's the support to fix any issues with the SIEM. They install, manage, and build content in the SIEM. They mentor L1 and L2 security analysts.
Level
They
1, call
assist,
it level 1.
okay, yeah, level 1 and level 2 security analysts. They assist in analysis that requires involvement of multiple teams. They evaluate new solutions for the top team. They create playbooks for all alerts. They schedule the shift roster.
So you see that the job of a SOC lead is heavy. It's not just to answer SOC lead in the mouth.
Yes.
And you don't just come into the industry and say, I'm a SOC lead. It takes
SOC
years of work and also experience. Now, that one is for SOC lead. What about the SOC manager?
is SOC manager. I can't see
Yes,
your wait.
it's
I
coming
can't,
up.
okay, okay, I can see. Okay. They define the scope, vision, and direction for the SOC team. They supervise the team, provide technical guidance, and manage financial activities. They oversee the activity of the SOC team members, including hiring, training, and assessing staff. They develop and improve processes and procedures for SOC team. They ensure compliance to service level agreements and process adherence. They create compliance reports, support and okay, they create compliance reports. They support the audit process. They measure SOC performance metrics. They are the vendor management team. They report on security operations to business leaders.
Fantastic. So the managers even have a more bigger and more steep job role, and they work hand in hand with the management of organization. See, to ensure that things happen. Someone contacted me recently. I think that was day before yesterday or yesterday. Says, sir, that they need me to help them hack a registration page. Actually, how they came in, they say that they need an ethical hacker. I said, okay, good. I'm an ethical hacker. What do you want to be done? They said they want to bypass the registration page of a particular site. And I said, okay, no problem. Provide me with valid documents and showing that that site belongs to you. And also with what's it called? Yes, valid documents showing that the site belongs to you and an express notice to me so that I can be able to work on it. So they say, so they are just trying to register something and they want to hack it through. I said, what? But you said you needed an ethical hacker. I said, yes. Then without these things I asked you of, then there's nothing ethical about it. If what you are trying to hack is not your own, then you're a thief. You're a thief. Oh, you want to steal, and you want Mr. Brian, an ethical hacker, to help you to steal. It's not good. So I told him actually that is not is against the code of ethics of an ethical hacker to break in without authorization. What I mean is, before you are able to help, work, or do anything on a system that you do not own, you need to be expressly given authorization to do so by the owners. If that is not the case, you are going for jail. If the police catch you, you are going to jail. You will do the time, maybe life imprisonment, or they'll charge you whatever it is. So do not for any reason engage in um, this kind of activities for anyone for any reason except the person is the owner of. If they said that they want to test the security of their system, I will say, okay, that's the kind of things we do. Yes, ethical hacking. Yes, I will try and break in, then show you how I broke in, then show you the things you could do to tighten the security up. That is it. That is my job. That is what I can do for you. But when the system is not your own and you are telling me you want to contract me to break in, that means you want us to thief. Yeah, telling me to help you
Yes,
to thief. Yeah. So I say,
that's
sorry,
down,
sir. I told
down
him,
fraud.
yeah, I told him, sorry, sir, it's against the code of ethics. We can't do such. Without the rules and the regulation, then there's nothing ethical in it. That means you're looking for a threat actor. So when you go to the next person, tell the person, I'm looking for a threat actor. Don't say I'm looking for an ethical hacker. No. The word ethical means there has to be um, authorization from the right authorities. Yes, that is what the word ethical means there. So the guy said, "Oh, sorry, sir. Then I don't think you'll be able to do it." I said, "No, sir. I can't do it for you. I wouldn't." Ah, the guy felt so bad. But it's all right. We have to stand for something. Any man that doesn't stand for anything, that is anything goes. The person does not have what. Trust me. Uh, so we've seen the the roles. We saw the level one, level two, level three, then the manager, and there are other roles too which work in the SOC environment. Most of them too. Some people in the red team they also work in the SOC environment. For example, the threat intel researcher. Okay, where they have to go through to read up their roles, what they do. the threat hunters, just like their name denotes, they don't wait for threats to happen. They go hunting for it. So this is an offensive method. In we have defensive. The job roles of the SOC analyst guys looks more like defensive. So you are waiting for things to happen. That is why you are watching the screen to
Yes.
wait for it to happen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But on the offensive, these guys they go looking for things. They don't wait for it to happen. Go look for loopholes. They log in to go and capture things that are happening. They search for it. So we also have the incident handler. Yes. We also look at their job roles when you're going through the material. We also have the forensic specialists. These guys, their major role is to conduct forensic examinations on what has happened. If you say your hard drive crashed, maybe if the police or the government is looking for you for an information you have, and you tell them, "Oh, sorry, my hard drive crashed. I just woke up and it crashed." These guys will come in and say, "Let's have the hard drive. Let us know the cause of the crash." So they will go into the hard drive and find the root cause, whether you are the one that used your hand and pour water on it inside it to spoil, or
Eh, no.
you deliberately put it inside grinder, let grinder grind it, and you say your hard drive and crash.
That's right.
It's so interesting. So we have the red team specialist guys. But you have a question?
No.
Okay. So we also have the automation engineers. These guys they automate repeated tasks that happens in the SOC team. So there are some tasks that you have to do over and over and again repeatedly. So the automation engineers they see to it to make sure that those tasks are repeatedly performed. So in the technologies, just like we've mentioned a few of them, we've also seen some of them. We've seen the SIEM, we've seen the threat intelligence. An example of the same tool would be a Wazoo. When you are going into the SOC bootcamp squarely, you'll be able to work and test these tools because these are the tools that the same guys, the SOC analysts, they use on a day-to-day basis. So at this stage, it is good that you just know about them and get ready for your exam, your first sitting exam. Get it, get the knowledge, get some practical knowledge about some of these things, and pass your exam. Then focus on a particular area. So, just like we explained before, the same to takes logs, and from the logs, it brings us suspicious activities. So, this is an example of what happens in the SIM tool. So, you see a username and password, you write rules. So a question said, how does the SIM know how to alert us on such activities? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
So read this question. What does it say?
Okay. Your screen is I'm coming. It's coming
Oh,
up. Okay. Uh,
is it up
but
now?
how does yes, yes. So I should read okay. But uh, a minute, sir. It's coming. Okay. But how does SIM knows to alert us on such activities? This is
Yeah.
done by writing
Yeah.
correlation
So
rules.
the question is someone raise your hand and say, how does the SIM
How
work?
does
So how will the SIM know when to alert us of malicious um,
activities?
suspicious activities? So it's very simple. The SIM actually works with rules. Like if you say let's give a rule for how to detect bad guys in the estate. How to detect bad guys in the estate. So, what kind of rules do you think we're going to write to our security men? What are the things do you think we should tell them to look out for? How to detect bad guys? Give us an example.
Okay. Using weak passwords.
No, no.
Uh,
I mean, if we are working in an estate, eh?
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
say so, and you are the estate security person, and you want to tell or instruct the security guys in the gates what to look out for, so that once they see these activities or once they see this kind of people, then they will know that these people are bad people and they will alert the security. So, what kind of what characteristics can we give to the security men to look
Okay.
out for?
Uh, for me, I would say maybe like first of all, like the movement they use to come, like the
Okay,
way they are. Yes. Um, Sometimes the way like they do talk with the
okay,
security, this
okay,
maybe sense that have a little danger.
okay.
That's
Dress mode,
appearance.
unko?
Yes, yes, that's dressing, the appearance.
Yeah, exactly, appearance. Okay. So
Yes.
you might say, uh, if someone is wearing dada, dreadlocks that
Yeah,
looks,
yes, yes.
stop the person
That's
and ask him
appearance.
more questions. Well,
Yes, yes, yes.
so some people that are wearing dreadlocks might actually be clean, but just because of
Yes,
their looks will
yes.
necessitate that you query them a little bit before passing
Yeah,
them through.
because
Yeah.
because you dress the way you want to be addressed. Yes.
Exactly, exactly. Some people too might also dress so innocently, but inside them they
But
are bomb.
yes, yes,
So
yes,
when they are looking at movements, you look at their movements, you look at the way they talk, the way they act, the way they are looking up and down, everywhere, their eyes always going left, right, and center, the way they
yes,
dress and appear. So you give all these rules to the security guy at the gate. Say, look out for these kind of things. When you see people exhibiting these kind of characters, please hold them there for a while and query them, ask them some queries. So the same thing happens in the same tool. We write rules to the same tool so that if the same tool comes across logs that have these characteristics, then they will alert us. That is exactly how the same tool works. There's no magic behind it. So look at the rule here. We call those rules correlation rules. So look at a set of rules. So we say there are a set of conditions that indicate a suspicious what activity. So we have a condition
a
here. We
failed
said if there is a
failed log.
failed login event or activity from the same user 20 times in 1 minute, please alert it as a possible brute force attack. Somebody is trying to brute force or hack or guess the password. So you see, so this is a type of rule, correlation rule. When you write this rule and send it and put it in the SIEM tool, when the SIEM tool comes across logs that match this particular incident rule, then it will trigger the alarm. Then we'll be able to notice it on the screen and take it off. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
So So an attacker tries to guess the password. For every attempt with wrong password, there will be a login failure event. So those logs will be sent into the SIEM. The SIEM will go through the correlation rules and match them to an incident. Will push it out and say there is a possible brute force attack. And the people in the SOC room will be able to see it. The SOC analyst guys, whether level 1 or level 2 that are watching the screen, they will see it. And once they see it, they follow. There's a procedure on how to follow through in this kind of alert, and most of those procedures are what you learn in when you are specializing in SOC activities in the next boot camp. So we also looked at threat intelligence, and one thing that comes out more in threat intelligence is something called the 0 day. Do you know what a 0 day is? 0 day event or 0 day threat. Do you know what it is?
Maybe like a day there was no like threats or failed attempts.
In fact, it's actually the opposite of what you said. So
Huh?
it's the opposite of what you said. Let's analyze it
Wow.
and bring it up. Let's say, okay, in the year, let's say in the year 1920,
Yes, sir.
the government used to push oil through this tunnel. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and fast forward to the year 2025, there is no more activities of oil. Civilization have come, and the bank comes and buys a property here. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So the bank buys a property and, of course, builds their wonderful, beautiful bank, puts their securities in place, you know. So this particular day, armed robbers came in and infiltrated inside the bank and went into the bank to steal. Of course, there will be alerts now. They are going to call the police, right? The
Yes.
police and the army, they came and they parked in front of the building. In fact, they surrounded the building, waiting for the thieves to come out, right?
Yes, sir.
They've stayed there for more than 6, 7 hours. The thieves did not come out. So the police had to break their way inside the bank. And unfortunately, they didn't see any thief. What do you think has happened?
The thieves they have escaped through the tunnel.
Fantastic. The owners of the bank, they are not aware that,
Yes, of the tunnel.
yeah, so the thieves went ahead to buy what is called the blueprint of the building plan, original building plan, and found out that there is a tunnel under. So they stole, and inside the bank, they dug the hole, opened it through the tunnel, and boom.
Yes.
Exactly. Why the security was waiting for them outside. So this kind of incident whereby the owners or the security do not have any solution currently at that time is happening for is called a 0 day attack. It's going to come out in your exam. So, but once it has happened and the security people notices it, now it's no more a 0 day. So, what do you think the security people will now do?
Uh, they will start tracing.
Yes, and they'll block that part.
They will block the path. Yes.
Yeah, they'll block all the parts. Now they've seen the error, the incident. Now they've taken care of it, meaning no other person would want to follow that path again because they already know now. The police, the security people, they know. So, but before they knew, the thieves went ahead of them to get that information and carried out that attack. So that kind of attack is called a 0 day attack. An attack whereby there is no current solution to it. We had such an attack in the health industry. Can you remember, or do you think you can remember what kind of attack it is?
Is he at the World Health Organization?
It happened in the whole world actually.
In the whole world.
Yes, the whole world felt it because there was no solution on ground for it. It came new.
Wow.
COVID.
Okay, COVID. Wait, okay,
Yeah.
wait, COVID. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
COVID. Yeah.
COVID hit the world and there was no remedy on ground for it. It was new. So
Yeah.
COVID is a
Even
zero
in,
or was a 0 day attack for the world. And after
yes.
a while, they found the solution and took care of it. So that is how it is. So there will be attacks. There will always be new types of attacks, which will take some time to tackle or mitigate. Such types of attacks for which we do not have protection are called 0 day attacks. So they're going to twist the question in the exam or they'll ask you, what kind of attack do we not have a current solution for? They'll find a way to twist it, but so far as you understand what they are saying, you know the answer. 0 day. So the remainder of the documents, please this time around find time and finish it up. Just go through
Tomorrow,
it. Yes, go through it. So that on our next class, if you have any questions, you come up with some questions so that we can explain some things that are different or things you do not know. The last part of the material is on types of SOC. We have in-house SOC, we have outsourced SOC,
okay.
and we have hybrid. Now, in-house is okay, your company, if you want to be your SOC in-house, you train your security officials in-house, they are working for you people. Then, if you people don't have that capacity, that skilled capacity, you can say, okay, please, we want Mr. Brian's company, security company, to help us to be monitoring our products. So that kind of arrangement is called outsourcing. You are outsourcing that security operation. You are outsourcing that need to another company. Okay. So we also have hybrid. Hybrid also is okay. Mr. Brian is helping you guys to monitor your system, and also if you have in-house team that also does the monitoring. And what decides some of these factors are either budget, experience of running the SOC, and also talent, skill available. Any question?
Mm, yeah, let me.
So, and I think that is where the SOC material ended. Next week we should be looking at registering for your certificate examination, your license examination. Your hands are up, yes?
Okay. Sir, the SOC is different from the SIEM, right?
Yeah, SOC is a department.
Okay.
Why
Then the
SIM
SIEM
is a
is
tool? Yeah, it's like a tool. Yeah, that's what it's called. Security Information Event Management tool. It's a tool that the
okay.
SOC people use.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And I'm about to have my lunch. I'm very hungry.
Okay, sir.
He said, okay, sir. I know you've had
I'll
your
go through
breakfast,
the.
lunch, and dinner now, right?
Yeah, I had my dinner like before I messaged you that I'm ready for
Okay.
the class.
Your own better. You there with mommy.
No, no, I'm in school alone.
Okay, it's all right. No problem.
No, in school alone.
Okay, so we're going to see when we see. Tell your friends about the program. Those who can afford to register, they will register. And I think for people who refer, we will have what they call it again, something bonus. What they call a referral, they refer what? Referral bonus.
Referral bonus.
Yes,
Yes.
we have
Okay, sir.
referral bonus for anyone who registers under you. Just tell them,
Okay,
let
sir.
them know about what you're doing.
Sir, send me.
The
Sir,
flyer.
send me like. Yes, yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
I
So I
will.
can post it.
No problem, man. Take care. The recording is stopping now. Have a nice evening. See you.